What to do during midnight pre-patch. What's up guys, Petko here once again for another video. I promise I'm gonna do such thing and I will make sure to give you the smoothest and quickest TLDR of what exactly not to do and to do during the midnight pre-patch. Enjoy the video. Alright, so first thing, no bullshit. The most important thing out of everything is that understanding the new Apex talent system. That is the talent that's going to be coming in midnight pre-patch as soon as the servers open in exactly 4 hours from now. For America and for Europe is roughly around 12 hours and a half. The Apex talents will be unobtainable. You will not be able to play with them because you need to be level 81. The leveling from 80 to 90 is going to open once the official midnight expansion launches, which is going to be on the 2nd of March. And if you have the Epic Edition, it's going to be 3 days earlier or 4 days earlier. I think it's 3 days earlier, so it's going to be like 27th of February. Okay, that's it. That is not coming for now. You will be getting extra 3 talent points here, which will also be not obtainable until you actually get the release of the expansion. So you're going to get 3 extra nodes. Obviously, you can use those 3 extra nodes, but you're still going to have gaps somewhere. Okay, so that's not going to be... None of these are going to be usable, at least all of the talents. The talents in the general tree will be usable, okay? Now, I'm not sure if there will be an option, because on PTR there was an option, but I've heard some people talking about that you can sacrifice 4 points here to use the Apex talents. I don't think that is the case, but in case it is, you can give it a try. I'm 99.9% certain Blizzard would not allow this bug to go through. It was present during PTR, and it got fixed very quickly, okay? That is the first thing. The Apex talents. Stat squish. Every single stat will squish on you. Okay? So don't be afraid seeing from 730 eye level dropping to like 200 something. That is gonna be perfectly fine. Okay? You're gonna have less HP, less health, less regen of mana. Overall, all stats will be squished and your haste will feel terrible. That is fine. You're gonna get used to it. As soon as you play a little bit, you'll be fine. Okay? So no panic. Okay? That's it. There is a new spec coming called Devourer DH. Now, for the people that do not know, Devourer DH, I have an overview of that spec. It's pretty much half ranged, half melee. What you have to know about it, it's completely unenjoyable to play. I don't quite like how the spec feels like. It needs a lot of changes done to the spec to play good, but so far it is the worst version of a Station Evoker TLDR. You can check out some gameplay if you like to. You can fuck around with it yourself if you like to. Go ahead. Personally, not a favorite so far unless they actually give it more meaningful thoughts and reworks on behalf of the whole range community. We're begging Blizzard to do so. Okay, that's it. Also, I believe Night Elves now, the Demon Hunters now can be avoid elves, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you can now. Okay, that is the next thing. Gearing. Okay, so I'm gonna touch gearing at the end of the video because that is a very important topic. Add-ons. Don't panic. A lot of add-ons will stop be working. Now, I don't have an exact list of every single add-ons that will be stopped working and the ones that will work, but I can tell you right now, if you have weak auras, you are best off deleting it. Now, I have a separate video of me exporting my UI for everybody. This is how my UI looks like. This is not a weak aura, it's just pretty much several add-ons combined together. If you like to have what I have in terms of UI, modification, HUD, for every single DPS pick in the game, free of charge, by the way, you can have it for free. You're able to claim it on Discord, or you can just check the most recent YouTube video where I talk about how to export my UI. But that's pretty much it. Okay, so your UI is going to be completely 360. It's going to be completely changed since weak add-ons are disabled, but there are several add-ons together. And once again, I made a video about telling you which add-ons to install, which are important add-ons, yada yada. I'm not going to dive into this right now, but those are also pretty important to take upon notice and spend some hours within the first login phase to actually make and do your UI, because that's going to be likely the most important thing you'll actually want to do once the pre-patch launches. Okay, so make sure to work on this, but weak hours is the biggest criminal. It is gone, never coming back, unless obviously Blizzard changes something about the weak hours themselves. So those are like the most important things so far. The things I'm going to mention right now are a bit extras. However, at the end I will talk about gearing, what to do. Housing update. If you guys didn't know, housing is a new feature coming midnight, which allows you to pretty much modify, make your own neighborhood house. Pretty much roleplay stuff. I don't care about it myself, but for the people that do care, you can make your own house, you know, invite some bitches, have parties, whatever, you know, drink some booze. And that's it, right? So that's cool stuff. You just interact with it and you can fuck around with it. Here you go. You can, you know, have your own tutorial, yada yada. You can teleport to that place, whatever. So roleplay stuff. Apparently, transmogs are also getting a complete overhaul. So I give an example: Fury Warriors now can transmog one-handers on the two-hander. A lot more customizable option with the tier sets, yada yada, completions, collection. Pretty much for collectible persons. I'm not gonna dive into that. I'm not really big into transmog, so perhaps another content creator can talk about it further. But just so you know, there's been a major update coming for transmogs too. That's about it. Okay, so now for the most important thing is gearing. So there's going to be an event coming on the second week of the pre-patch. Now the 20th of January is when the pre-patch comes out for Americans. So on 27 next Tuesday the event starts. Now this event is absolutely useless. Okay, so if you already have heroic item level gear or mythic item level gear, that's all you gotta do. Log in, fix UI, clear bags, purge add-ons that you don't need. For example, clean your bank, you're done. You don't have to do a campaign. Don't have to do none of that shit. The event that comes out is gonna give you a good catch-up gear of champion. Okay, that is the champion track gear. It is very easily doable. Just gotta collect some currencies, queue some rares. Pretty much the standard stuff. It is very easy to do them, easy catch-up gear. So if you actually have low gear, go there to the event. I think it's in Arati Highlands. Not Arati Highlands, sorry. It is in the Twilight Zone. Something Twilight. I already forgot. Twilight Highlands. Right here is gonna be the event. There's gonna be a portal leading to you, or there's also gonna be a portal in any capital city, so you're gonna be fine. Couriers, world quest events. That's pretty much it. That's coming a second week of pre-patch. Gives you champion level gear, and it's gonna be good if you are a fresh character. Now, why are those gearing process so important? Because the better gear you have early on, the easier your leveling experience will be, and the easier leveling experience is, the quicker you're gonna get to max level, and the quicker you can start upgrading and getting better gear, and then it goes on and on and on. You can do your ults quicker, for example. You can start professions. You can make a lot of gold because you're quick. So it's kind of an avalanche. So I tested myself from 70 to 80. Sorry, from 80 to 90, or 70 to 80, whatever. You know, I tested the leveling process for 80 to 90. It took me on average around 9 hours and a half, but they buffed the experience. So now I would expect to take me around 14 hours, give or take. If you have never done campaign before, I would say between 14 to 16 hours. If you have low gear, with a better gear, better preparation, maybe in like the 13 hour window, give or take. Not joking, it's like the longest campaign so far. I think it's like 17 chapters or 18 chapters, something along the line. So most definitely something that you would not be able to complete in one day unless you're like super freak and you're nerdy. That's it, chat. That is everything you need to know about our pre-patch. The final thoughts: TLDR, absolutely useless for the most part. I would say the most important thing is login, fix the UI, fix your add-ons, voila, get the fuck out. That's it. Anyway, that is a no bullshit guide, straight up 8 minutes yap. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe for more information. I'll keep you guys updated in case something else is changing. Peace out, have a good night, and see you on stream tomorrow.